Hey guys, welcome to another daily online gym class. Today we're doing low movement flow number 2. Need a little more space for these, but you can still make them work in a confined space. Basement, living room, move some furniture if you need to give yourself a little extra space. We'll start with a quick warm-up. So just follow through these basic warm-up moves. As within low movement flow 1, you're using everything here, and especially if your mobility is not where you would like it to be, you'll find it extra difficult because you won't be able to get into comfortable positions that require minimal amount of strain. So this is a really good mobility practice as well. You're learning a lot of different things at once, so just practice the movements as best you can. If anything really hurts or you have an injury that's blocking you from doing it, just use common sense and don't force it. But discomfort, I would say, is a must, as long as it's not pain. Okay, we'll learn 2 patterns and then we'll integrate them together. First one is a pull forward and push back, passing through a squat. So you're gonna go, you can sit back like this, and you're gonna pull yourself into the squat. Keep going forward till your body weight's over your hands, and then do a little hop forward. If you can't get your feet past your hands like this, then just go as much as you can. But you try to close the gap between your feet and your hands as much as possible. Then you reach back, sit back, pull yourself forward, little hop. Try to make it as natural and as fluid, as smooth as possible. Minimum energy expenditure. Now, if that's easy for you, easy enough, and you want to make it a little bit more challenging, when you pull back into this position, you can try elevating your body off the ground for a moment in like an L-sit, like a straddle L-sit, and holding it for a minute. Or you can even just try keeping your heels on the ground and lifting up and reaching back. So the 3 variations from easiest to hardest. 1, completely sitting on the ground. 2, keeping your body off but your heels down. And 3, fully up. Movement number 2 is, again, starting in the squat. You're gonna go forward into kind of a low crawl position. So you're in a squat, then you're gonna reach forward, and the same arm that you reach forward with, you're gonna reach the same side leg back. It's like this. And you're on the ball of the foot here, that foot is stretched back. So progression 1 is just to stay up here. Progression 2 is to take your ear to the ground in a push-up and come back up. And progression 3, for the strong who push-ups is very easy for, you reach forward and take yourself to the ground on the one arm and come back up. You push back into the squat and you reach the other side. So progression 1, progression 2, progression 3. Okay? So it's that's the movement. Those first 2 movements, you're gonna learn them, study the video, learn them, pay attention to detail. The point is not to just go through this like some kind of boot camp class where you're rhyming off 50 sloppy movements. Pay attention to the movement and try to get it as fluid as possible. It's better to do like 5 really quality reps that exhaust you because you had to do them so perfectly than to do 20 half-ass ones. Also, once you learn the movement, set a timer for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and practice each one just resting as needed with fluidity in isolation. So each movement, practice it on their own. Then when you're done, come back and we're gonna combine the 2 movements and you can do the same into a kind of a choreographed miniature flow and try to make it as fluid as possible. When you combine these, there's not just one way to do it, but let's do what feels like the most natural way. You're gonna start in the squat, do your hop, push back, pull forward into the squat, then go to the right side. Push up, back, hop, slide back, go to the left side. Now you're here for your hop. Basic variation. Intermediate. Advanced. Notice there's no set prescription really for this workout. Practice the movements first on their own, then try to combine them. Pay attention to fluidity and detail. Try to make it as smooth as possible and work with your body in a friendly way. To cool down, we stay on the ground, straddle the legs at least 45 degrees out from the center line on each side. Create some space in the joints. So like push the heels out like you're trying to push walls apart and lengthen the spine. You can slightly bend the knees if this isn't a comfortable position. You can keep them slightly bent. You can also elevate your seat, so if it's too difficult to sit on the flat ground in this position, sit on a cushion. Place your hands, stretch them out overhead, place them behind your head. Lengthen your spine and just fall forward from your center line. Imagine there's a string attached to just below your navel and your solar plexus, and it's pulling you towards the ground. Just fall towards the ground with gravity. Come out of it, take a few breaths, and then relax back into it. Drop the hips side to side. Rotating. Stand up. Shake the legs out. Swing the arms out. And hopefully you had a good workout. See you next class.